keep. I'm trying to record.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, I heard about that a little bit.
Shalom to Christ. How's it going, brother? Okay.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. We the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Today is a law class under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. Every Wednesday we have a law class here. All right. Every Wednesday. So you get in that, learn the biblical law. The scriptures is the law of Moses. That's why we're destroyed, because we don't have no law, we don't have no order, we don't have no no power because of that. Let me get Genesis 9 and 22. Oh yeah. Let me check streams real quick, make sure we good on all fronts. Right. Our school is on 10th and Rural here in Indianapolis, Indiana, 2630 East 10th Street. Okay, you come learn about your history, learn about your law, learn about brotherhood, learn about everything it takes to raise up this nation. That's what we do in the I.S.U.P.K. We raise up a nation, our nation, Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, the nation of Israel. Give me a sec. Let me share this thing around. We're going to start at Genesis 9 and 22. So today's topic is on flicks, you might want to call it, or pornos and whatnot. We're going to start off with that, breaking that down. All right. Let me share this thing real quick. See what the video is looking solid. Make sure that's solid. All right. Okay. We in the game. Let me check the YouTube. Like I said, you can get our classes Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. here in Indianapolis, Indiana. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. You check the streams. Okay, the streams looking solid. Probably because it's so dark outside. Turn that off. All right. Actually, need these headphones. All right, go ahead. We're gonna start with that scripture, because what the white man likes to do is he likes to tempt Israel. He likes to put temptation out there for Israel to be weak. There was a video recently going around the internet. Everybody asking about it. I want to see the video. What's the video? And it's of a dude, supposed to be a dude, supposedly having intercourse, right? But all you see is the behind. What people really don't know is them is two damn men. Them is two damn men that the white man's pushing around the video of them doing having homosexual love and all this and that, and pushing that around, you know what I mean, around the internet and showing and like grossing people out and stuff. But it's like picking up steam around the internet. All right, people don't know is them is two damn men. Homosexual agenda is 100% strong in America. It's 100% strong in America. All right. Because it's funny how that video can get pushed around the internet, but I.S.U.P.K. do videos on the scriptures, and our videos get taken down.
Right.
You understand? So that lets you know the homosexual agenda is in full effect. Let's get Genesis 9 and 22.
Genesis chapter 9 and verse 22. And Ham, the father of Canaan.
And who?
Ham, the father of Canaan.
Go ahead. Now this is after the flood. All right, you're dealing with Noah right here. Go ahead.
Saw the nakedness of his father.
He saw what?
The nakedness of his father.
The what?
The nakedness of his father.
because his father had a lot to drink. He seen he did many years of putting that ark together, almost 100 years putting that ark together. Then everybody got wiped out. So man, he was feeling it, and he was drinking. You know what I mean? Because it was a traumatic event. He was drinking, and he was drunk. You understand? And laid out. Robe fell off of him. He just laid out. This son Ham, the father of the African nations, comes and sees and catches him. Right? Go ahead.
And told his two brethren without.
And told his who?
His two brethren without.
Then he went and told his two brothers. Go ahead.
And Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it up on both their shoulders and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father.
So they put the garment up and went backwards to cover up the nakedness of their father. Hold up. I knew it. Same thing. They messed with the damn stream. The stream stopped in the middle of the stream for no reason. Give me a sec. Having a little technical difficulties real quick. Let's put this back together. One sec. All right, go ahead.
And their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness.
They did what?
They saw not their father's nakedness.
Because it's unlawful to see another man's nakedness. That's what you understand. You're not supposed to see another man's nakedness. You're supposed to do anything in your power to actually avoid that. Now, anything can happen. You could be at war, and you could be cleaning up dead bodies from the war, or a dude could have, you had to put somebody to death, and they just died and their clothes fell off. You know what I mean? But you're supposed to do anything possible. That's why we cleanse ourselves after war and battle. But you're supposed to do like his brothers did and not look at his shame and not look at his nakedness. Now, if you're watching porn and stuff like that on the internet, that's looking at another man's nakedness. That's what makes it unlawful. That's what makes it a powerful demon that the white man pushing all across. He pushing it. That's why you pushing on Facebook. Give me one sec. Yeah, let's see if this thing gonna stay live or whatnot this time around. I'm gonna have to look at it. So I'm gonna have to make sure it's facing me. All right. So that is unlawful. Okay. Let me share this thing over again and delete this old video. Since all right. Okay. Give me more on that scripture.
And Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father.
They did what?
Covered the nakedness of their father.
They did what you're supposed to do. Covered the nakedness of their father. Didn't sit there and see his nakedness. Now, as a man, you don't want to see another man's nakedness. You want to do everything in your possible ability to not see another man's nakedness.
Right.
All right. Now let's get to more scriptures. Give me Leviticus 18 and 16.
Okay.
Because they did it the right way. All right. They did the right way. They covered his shame. They did not see and look upon his nakedness. All right. Which is the right thing to do. All right. Give me that scripture. Leviticus 18 and 16.
Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 16. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness.
Thou shalt not what?
What? Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife.
Thou shalt not what?
Cover the nakedness of thy brother's wife.
Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. That's another thing. Like Israel had real strict laws. We're real strict about that. We're not like Esau and the Edomites where they got nude beaches and they always doing something naked. They want to jump in the ocean naked. They want to jump in the water naked. They want to do hike naked. They want to do all types. They want to have marches downtown and be naked.
Right. We
are not them. All right. That's not our culture. That's not our customs. That's not our laws that the Most High gave us to follow. Hold up 1 second. What the hell is going on with the video? Or with the background? Give me 1 second. Cutting off our screens and shit. I'm gonna need you, if you could, sit over here.
Okay.
And watch this. And if it starts to die, just move this mouse around. Like if it turns black, so move this mouse around. All right. So yeah, you're not supposed to see your brother's nakedness. All right. And you're not supposed to see your brother's wife's nakedness. Now, if you're watching a rated video, that sister 9 times out of 10, she's having intercourse with another man. You understand? Sex is marriage. Okay, that's another man's woman. You're not supposed to be looking upon that video. You're not supposed to watch that. That's against the Most High. That's what Israel got to learn. The white man's putting all types of things out there to weaken our nation, to weaken our people, because he knows if we keeping them laws, we'll be strong. But if we breaking them laws, we'll be weak. You understand? We'll be a weak people. Okay, let me get Leviticus 18 and 16 again. Baba Shah.
Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 16. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife.
Thou shalt not what?
Uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife.
Don't uncover your brother's wife's nakedness. All right. Give me Leviticus 20 and 18. And if anybody has any questions, you go ahead and you can type your questions in now. In the beginning of the class, is when we take questions. All right. You go ahead, take your questions. We'll take your questions now. Let's get that. Leviticus 20 and 18.
Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 18. And if a man shall lie with a woman having her sickness, and shall uncover her nakedness, he hath discovered her fountain.
Read it again.
And if a man lie with a woman having her sickness.
Now here's another important law of uncleanness. All right. If when a woman is on her flower, she is unclean. She is unclean for at least 7 days. At the most, it might go to 9 or even 21 days of her uncleanness, depending on how long she bleeds. That's called her flower. Okay. You cannot lie with a woman who is on her flower. And it should be, sisters should know, like, this is not a time to be intimate or nothing like that. It should be kind of, common sense. You understand? It should be decent to know, okay, I'm on my flower. I can't be sleeping with nobody during this time period. But a lot of sisters don't know that. A lot of brothers don't know that. They used to have that old ways where it would be called a red light district or something like that. Or they would put the red light on or something to show like it was some different specialties when it comes to dealing with a prostitute. Go ahead.
In my day, it was earning your red wings. That's what they called it, earning your red wings.
Yeah, they called it earning your red wings. All right, so it means, you sleeping with a woman, even though she's on her flower. You're not supposed to do that. Read that again.
And if a man shall lie with a woman having her sickness.
If, it says if or and.
And if.
Okay, go ahead. And if.
A man shall lie with a woman having her sickness.
That woman has her sickness. Give her that time and let that pass. Let that pass. Do not sleep with that woman during that time. Go ahead.
And shall uncover her nakedness.
And shall uncover her what?
Her nakedness.
So you uncovering her nakedness during this time period. Go ahead.
He has discovered her fountain.
He has discovered her fountain. Go ahead.
And she has uncovered the fountain of her blood.
And she uncovered the fountain of her blood. Go ahead.
And both of them shall be cut off from among their people.
Both of them shall be cut off from among the people. You understand? Both of them have to be cut off. You understand? Which it means that's a serious offense against the Most High. It's a serious offense against the Most High to do that. That's why it's for us to not do that. It's for us to make sure we're not doing those things. Those things that we used to think in the world is, getting your wings back and, discovering something or whatever you want to call it. You cannot do those things. All right, we got to learn the righteous ways of the Most High. And is an old saying that godliness is next to cleanliness. You understand? Or cleanliness is next to godliness. Okay, which basically means you want to be a clean person by keeping these laws, statutes, commandments. Keeping these laws, statutes, commandments will keep you clean, because you won't be sleeping with a woman who's on a flower. Go ahead, read the rest of it.
And thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister.
And it goes down to other people. You cannot uncover even their nakedness. Aunts, any close kin, you cannot uncover their nakedness. You understand? Aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers. You cannot uncover their nakedness. Okay. And even nowadays, Israel done went so far south where a man might sleep with a woman that his dad is sleeping with, because they all just figure they all hoes and tricks anyway. So they sleeping with a woman, his dad sleeping with that same woman. You can't do that. You cannot do that. That is not the right thing to do. That's unheard of in Israel to do. It's not the right thing to do. All right. Let me switch this around real quick. So yeah, give me Leviticus 20 and 13.
Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
If a man also lie with mankind.
If a man what?
Also lie with mankind.
That's the what's it? The gay parade, the pride parade. All right, that's the pride parade. Go ahead.
As he lieth with a woman.
As he lieth with a woman. So if a man lie with a man, like he lies with a woman. All right, go ahead.
Both of them have committed an abomination.
Both of them have done what?
Committed an abomination.
Which means it is disgusting before the Most High. Okay, it's absolute disgusting before the Most High. Go ahead.
They shall surely be put to death.
They shall what?
Surely be put to death.
They shall surely be put to death. All right. Go ahead.
Their blood shall be upon them.
Their what?
Their blood shall be upon them.
Mm-hmm. Hold on one sec. I think they messed with our stream again. All right, cool. So yeah, their blood shall be upon them. What does that mean? That AIDS is a blood-borne disease that is going to be on you. You understand? That blood is going to be on you. That's why AIDS is a blood-borne illness. You understand? And it's designed by the Most High. The Most High makes those diseases and things like that. And what community does it specifically go to? That homosexual community. Them the main ones who get that. You understand? It's a heavy correlation between homosexual intercourse and AIDS and HIV. Okay, it goes hand in hand. It's not a pretty sight. It's not something you want to play with. You do not want to play with that. And women too. Women have to be careful too. A lot of women are getting AIDS and HIV. How are they getting it? By sleeping with trans men and homosexual men that have AIDS and HIV. If you're a woman and you sleep with a man that has AIDS and HIV, you're going to contract AIDS and HIV. You understand? So that's not a good thing to do if you don't want to catch AIDS or HIV. Go ahead.
They can also get it from each other.
Mm-hmm.
Because if a woman got AIDS or HIV, and then she's sitting there sucking on another woman that got the same damn thing, digesting her vaginal fluids, what's going to happen with that? She's going to get AIDS and HIV.
Right.
Herself, you know what I'm saying? She's going to get it through her mouth, you know what I'm saying? And that's going to be that.
Yeah, so like you said, if a woman is giving oral sex to another woman, then she can contract the AIDS and HIV from that woman. You understand? It passes that way. It passes through intercourse. So you got to be careful. And the Most High done said it. Go ahead and read that last part again.
Okay. Both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death.
Both of them committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. You understand? I want to check something out. See if the lighting will go better if I turn this off. Check that. Touch that screen. You see it went off? Touch that. All right. So it's dangerous. It's a dangerous thing to do. I turned it off because I want to see if because the light ain't all. It's kind of like dark, so I'm gonna see if I can turn that off to fix the lights. You know the lighting be changing itself around and stuff like that. All right. See, it's made it a little better. Okay. Now, where are we at now?
We're Leviticus 20 and 13.
And like I said, if you got questions, you can go ahead and type them in. All right, type in your questions. Okay. Where we at? Go ahead and read it.
Okay. They shall surely be put to death.
They shall what?
Surely be put to death.
There you go. All right. You're going to be put to death, especially if you was in Israel. And when Christ returned in the kingdom of heaven, he's not going to have it. Everybody want to go to heaven, but in the kingdom, these laws is going to be back in effect. In the kingdom, people going to be getting punishments for that. So you don't think you're about to make it to the kingdom and just be doing that. It's not going to happen. Christ ain't going to have that. Scripture say he austere king. He's going to rule the nations with a rod of iron. And if any that don't obey him, bring them before these, so they'll be slain. You're going to get them heads chopped off. Christ's going to be chopping them heads off. That black man is not going to have that. All right. Where we at?
Verse 13.
Go ahead.
Their blood shall be shed, shall be upon them.
Their what?
The blood.
Your blood to be upon you. Go ahead. Anything else?
And if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness.
If a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness. That's another thing. Brothers be like, brothers be with the woman, and now you got a lot of these brothers. Okay, the daughter might be of age. It ain't always a pedophile situation. He with the woman, and the daughter is giving them vibes too. It happens all the damn time. You understand? Or or whatnot. She might be 20, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 30, and the mom, 45 going on 50, the brother 40, and he's seeing the daughter. You can't do that. You can't sleep with both of them. You got to choose one of them in their lifetime. Now, if the mother passed away, then you can do it. But if the mother and daughter in that lifetime, you cannot sleep with a mother and a daughter. That's wrong. It's against the law. The Most High gonna punish you for that. Okay. So because all the time it ain't some type of, most of the times they push that like, okay, it's a pedophile guy. The daughter's underage and he's sleeping in the mother. He's molesting the daughter. It ain't always an underage girl. All right, because there's just be a lot of dysfunction in Israel, obviously, because we coming from slavery. So, and we have been without a teaching priest for a long time. The closest thing we have to a teaching priest is a Christian pastor. and you know we're gonna go wrong. We get listened to a Christian pastor. He's the one need to listen to this scripture the most.
Right.
He's the one sleeping with a mother and the daughter in the Christian church. How many women he sleep with in the Christian church and sleeping with their daughter 10 years later? When the daughter come up in the Christian church later, your daughter coming up looking mighty fine. She's feeling in well, and he's saying a whole lot of little slick stuff. Yeah, you know what I mean.
You done grown up.
Yeah, you done grown up. You grown up. You need to come to my office for a while. You done grown up. The pastor always been known for saying little slick stuff, and everybody kind of just, oh, pastor, you better,
Yes,
yeah. You like, she done grown. You done grown up. You really done grown up. He's saying slick shit like that. The pastor needs to be the one to stop doing that. He need to stop sleeping with. You cannot sleep with a mother and a daughter in the same lifetime. You understand? I even had to deal with one like that because I was dating an older chick, and her daughter was closer to my age.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Her daughter was giving me vibes, but I know the law, so I knew I would never fall for that. You understand? Because women be having daughters when they're young,
right?
So they like 30s, late 30s, and they daughter 20.
Right.
You know what I mean? You had a baby at 15 and 16. So you be 35, your daughter 21.
Right.
So it happens a lot. So brothers got to watch for that and make sure they don't fall by that because that's against the law of the Most High. Most High going to punish you. You wonder why black people getting killed and punished left and right? This is why. These laws that we don't know. We destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Little simple things we don't know not to do. Go ahead, give me more.
And if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness.
If a man take a daughter and her mother, it is wickedness. When it says take, it means to sleep with. Go ahead.
They shall be burnt with fire.
They shall be what?
Burnt with fire.
It ain't no light thing either. It ain't no light thing. The Most High says that punishment not because he want everybody burned to death. That's what people don't understand. The Most High give harsh punishments not because he just want people to suffer these harshness. It's the point is making the punishment so harsh is for you to not do it, to deter the behavior. Because they know the punishment is so harsh for it, it's so frowned upon that I'm not going to do it. That's what the Most High wants from us. He don't want to have to keep getting us shot in the streets. He don't want to have to keep giving us diseases and AIDS and diabetes and high blood pressure and cholesterol. He don't want to have to keep punishing us. He don't want us to keep getting shot down in the streets. He don't want our children getting killed in abortion clinics. He wants us to stop doing it. That's why such bad things happen when you do it. All right? Go ahead.
Both he and they.
Both he and they. The man and them two women that he slept with. Go ahead.
That there be no wickedness among you.
That there be no what?
Wickedness among you.
So there's no wickedness among us. You understand? Where's that one staff? Hand me that one staff. I like that one staff. That's what the Most High, he don't want us to be being punished and destroyed from that. And like I said, if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in on Facebook or YouTube. You know what I mean? You go ahead and type your questions in. All right. Now, let me see if I turn this back on. Will the lights stay working good? It's so dark outside, they ain't getting much natural light. You know what I mean? When it's sunny outside, they get good natural light. But right now, it ain't getting good natural light. All right, let's read some more.
A man lie with a beast.
All right, that's it on that. All right, go to Exodus 22 and 16.
Okay.
Yeah, brothers better not be sleeping with animals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, goddamn.
I mean, sir, if I will, sir.
Go ahead.
That's the way things are going nowadays.
Yeah.
So I brought that up to the camp speaking. Next few years, people gonna be showing up with their dogs.
Right,
you
right.
know what I'm saying? Big German Shepherds or whatever. And that's going to be, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be women showing up with that, and that's going to be their man.
Yeah, it's sad. That's sad right there. It's a sad state of affairs. Give me Give me where you at? Give me Exodus 22 and 16. All right, now we're gonna change up the pace a little bit. Get to sex. All right.
Exodus 22 and 16. And if a man entice a maid.
Now, this is a law on sex as marriage. A lot of people come to UPK and say, prove sex is marriage. Where does it say in the Bible sex is marriage? You know why they asking that question quickly? Because they know they want to have a lot of sex with a lot of different partners. Like that's the little thing for now. For young girls, you a young girl, it's not proper for you now. It's not popular for you now to get a husband, let's say out of high school, get a husband, raise a family. That's how it used to be. Get a husband, raise a family. Now they're telling girls to not get a husband out of high school or college. They're telling them to search the waters. You got to know what you like and what you don't like. You got to do this and do that, right, and try to, test around and sleep around. And they getting that from Edomites, from white America. They getting that from white America because that's what a lot of white America does. The problem is we're not white America. Okay, if you get a black woman who goes around and sleeps with everybody on the college campus, and then she sit around try to find a husband, it's not gonna work. Right. Touch that computer. It's not gonna work. All right, it's not gonna work. Go ahead, you got some more?
Come. And lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Now, if a man lie with this woman, he get her to sleep with him and be with him, he shall endure. He surely shall what?
Endow her to be his wife.
He should endow her to be his wife. Okay, which is sex is marriage, basically. Now, this don't mean if you just now learning the truth to go around and go find every person you used to sleep with and get to and tell them how they your wife and your husband now. Don't do that. Okay, you're a new creature in Christ when you learn this truth. When you come in here and start learning this truth. But you cannot sleep with somebody else anymore and just be like, we just having fun. We just friends with benefits. Cut off. Friends with benefits ain't in the Bible. They want to say prove it in the scriptures. Right. Where does it say that in the scriptures? Where does it say friends with benefits in the scriptures? Now they're calling it rod appointments. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got they say they using dick instead. We just going UPK. We don't say that much. We just say rod usually. But now they saying, in a dick appointment. And they just go through their phone and find some dude that they know or talk to, or some old guy they talk to and hit him up. That's how women is doing it now. They basically living like whores. Our women is living like whores. All right, we without a teaching priest. We without a prophets. We without the scriptures. We without the one true God. We are totally in disarray as a people. Okay, surprised Most High even still want to deal with us after all we've been through and we've been doing. You know what I mean? So that lets you know, his power of forgiveness is mighty. Well, yeah, go ahead.
Man, one thing that really messes us up is, the society, because see, what a lot of people don't understand is the society actually, it's not just up to the family to keep the marriage together. It's up to that society also to do it too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you got a society to where people have all of these outlets to where they can do what they want to do, hell, marriages ain't gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things, that's why people hate. That's one of the reasons why people hate the I.S.U.P.K, to be honest with you. Because we a society that actually shames, the person that does such acts. Other societies don't. So they have an outlet to do what they want to do.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, and like I said, they trying to follow white culture, Edomite culture. Okay, when Edomite culture, we cannot follow that. We're not them. We are the chosen people of the Most High. Our situation is not the same situation as them. That's like asking the Eskimos to start acting like the Philippine people. Okay, totally different people, totally different ways, totally different way they act. every race and nation has a way that they act. You understand? And it's not the same. It's not like, oh, we're all just the same. No. When you go over there to China, they act different. The way they think is different than the people in Zimbabwe. People in the Samoans. Just the way they think is different. You understand? Our women are not designed to be sleeping with multiple men. Now, Edomite women, shoot, they be having at it. They do it all and then still settle down and have a family after they done went through the whole frat.
Yeah, they demand.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So they done did it all, and then they don't miss a beat. They'll be acting all normal, no psychological damage whatsoever. Right. They were just the whole frat done had her. Okay, a black woman can't do that, or a Hispanic woman can't do that because first of all, you don't have the spirit to do that. You don't have the mindset. You're not Edomites. You're not the man of sin, like the brother was saying, like the priest was saying. You are the children of Israel. So everything's going to be different for you. I know it seems weird and everything that, you can't have the same thing that the white race has and the Edomites have, but that's the way of the world. That's the way it is. Okay. And there's nothing you can do to change that. I know as hard as you try, I know black people is trying so hard to try to do their best imitation of Pamela Anderson and every black man's trying to be Tony Montana. And then he's trying to be Al Capone, and every black man wants to be an Italian mobster, Gucci and Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti. I know every black man wants to be a white man gangster. And every black woman wants to be Marilyn Monroe. Okay, a white whore. So, but it's not working because you're not about to be sleeping with the president, black woman. You ain't sleeping with no damn president. You sleeping with, you know what I mean? Not to say that the president is anything great, but she was a prostitute for the president.
Right.
And that's their race. That's how they do things. We don't do it like that. It's not in our culture, and the Most High is going to punish us separately, differently. He punished us differently than he punished the white man. All right? You had something you want to drop? Yeah.
It's funny because, man, it's not what you're talking about is real heavy because you got black women getting tattoos of Marilyn Monroe on them and wearing the Marilyn Monroe shirts.
Right.
But it's funny because they talk about black men being with white women, but then they do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's some, real evil stuff right there. That's some real hypocritical stuff right there. When they want to be a white woman, that blonde hair, blue-eyed white woman that's sleeping with a white president. That's why they came out with that show Scandal. They came out with that show Scandal, and black women swarmed on it.
Right.
They came for it like it was, like bees to honey. The hypocrisy we got to get out of our nation too. That's a lot of hypocrisy going on right there.
Damn right. All right. Let's get any more in that scripture? He shall surely endow her to be his wife. Any more on that?
Okay. And if her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins.
Right. Actually, that's it on that. We can get all deep into that, especially, and brothers really need the info, but we're going to stay on the main topic. Give me Genesis 24:67. We're going to further prove that sex is marriage. You can't just go have sex with anybody willy-nilly, all right? It's going to ruin your life. It's going to ruin your life, especially young black men. You trying to have sex with all these women willy-nilly, and these damn women going to throw you on child support. And your ass going to, excuse my language, your behind going to owe all this money for 18 years and have a horrible baby mama. Okay, going to raise your children horribly. So you need to be smart and wise with who you sleep with. Okay? The Most High in Christ. All right, go ahead.
Genesis chapter 24, verse 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent.
What did Isaac do?
Brought her into his mother Sarah's tent.
Go ahead.
And took Rebekah, and she became his wife.
Now you put two and two together. It's not that hard. He took the woman went to his mother's tent, and she became his wife. Also, make sure we take the broom back to the barracks.
All
right, she became his wife. Now, how many times does that happen across America? How many times is his brothers bringing some chick over their house, or some chick bringing a brother over their mama house? You know, while the parents gone, and then it goes down like that. Okay, that's all. That's how it's been for a long time. You understand? Because we marry off. So you would marry her off, and y'all go into that tent, and she would become your wife through intercourse. It's called consummating the marriage. Okay, even in a white man's society, you can get the paperwork and the ring and walk down the aisle, but if you didn't consummate the marriage in the bedchamber, that marriage can be annulled. That marriage can be annulled and discontinued and stopped, just like that. Not even a divorce, because you never consecrated the marriage. Consecrated the marriage in the chamber. Now that's what we got to bring back. We got to bring back that culture. That if that woman going to sleep with that man, or that man going to sleep with that woman, they understand that this makes it a marriage in the marriage chamber. That's what makes a real marriage. You got brothers killing themselves to get some $10,000 diamond ring, some a $5,000 wedding with all the fixings and this and that. So basically, that means if a brother only making $10 an hour, he just can't get married. You just can't have a wife, because he can't afford no $5,000, $10,000 ring and no $5,000 wedding. Right. So basically, that means you just saying a poor brother, a $10 an hour, $15 an hour brother can't get married. It's basically impossible for him. Hell no, you wrong for that.
Right.
All right. The Bible never said that. The Bible never held nobody to no standard that you have to walk down the aisle in the church and read fake ass vows that say, "Oh, till death do us part," because none of you ever fucking follow the vows anyway. Excuse my language. You never follow those vows. So that's BS. The scriptures don't say you have to do that.
Right.
All right. Go ahead. You have something to drop?
Kind of a con, sir. Because, these same people will sit there and say that, the poor man, and pretty much saying that your marriage should be based on how much money you make and stuff like that, right?
Right.
It's always funny because, if that's the case, then a man that got more money than them should be able to take their wife in. They want the better things for her, right? Right. They made the marriage all about money. If he has money, because they will sit there and justify, a woman from going from one man to the next. That's what the Christian church do. Right. They'll justify it. Right. So in their own marriage, if it's another man that come around and make more money than him, then he's supposed to let his wife get with that other dude. Mm-hmm.
And the Christian mindset is all jacked up. I was watching a judge show with the judges. They got the judges. They got this divorce court. Right. With that black bitch, excuse my language. She is all wrong what she be saying. There was a young man on there. And he had his woman. She was tripping. Oh, he should just leave that woman. Obviously, she be cheating on him and doing other things. She was throwing food at him at the family event. She busting with the TVs at the house. Man, he should have been. Brothers, stop being with these whores. These sisters that sleep on. If a sister sleep around on you, that's grounds to leave her. Right. You have to leave her if you catch her cheating on you. I don't care if you had 50 wives. It don't matter if you done slept with 50 other women. If she sleeps with another man, you have to leave that woman. You cannot stay with that woman. That is going to destroy you, brother. That is going to destroy you. All right. So on the damn show, the brother's on there, and there's a horrible woman that's supposed to be his wife. He like, I'll make it work if she's willing to change. And he's trying to say he a young brother too, maybe 20 years old. I'm like, man, that poor little young brother, man, he going through hell. He don't even know. And he's saying, I just want her to recognize that I'm the head of the household and this and that. I know, but it is 50-50, but I just want to still be recognized as the head of the house. He's saying his little spiel. And then the divorce court judge, who ain't really no real damn judge to the Most High. She a judge in the white man's courts. That's why you don't get the white man's papers. Come here and get the UPK papers. Right. And he come in our courts. And we'll set it straight. You don't go to no damn white man's paper, get his papers to solidify your marriage. The white man's papers ain't solidified a damn thing. Those papers are lies. He can put two men together with those papers. So how can you take them same papers and call it holy from the Lord? All right. Now, she's on there saying, no, if she didn't got no wedding ring, that ain't your wife. You don't deserve to be the head. You have to earn to be the head. You haven't earned the right to be the head. She coming down on him because he want to control his woman and not hearing how that woman was just acting crazy, busting windows, busting TVs. Now I guarantee you, if that same girl ran up on that judge in the streets and was like, "Oh, you sleep with my man?" and she like, "I don't even know who your man are," and she start beating the hell out of her and start tearing up her shit and doing all that, I bet you then she'll be saying, you need to get your woman. You need to get your woman. But he ain't the head if he ain't no ring, right?
Right.
Hell no, Judge. You know you wrong for that. I forgot her name. What's her name? Not Judge Maybelline, Judge Hatchett or something. I think. Yeah, I think it's Judge Hatchett. She the head of divorce court. She divorcing everybody. She don't know what the hell she talking about. All right. She telling the brother that he got to earn the right to be the head. If y'all sleep together, that man is your head.
Right.
You understand? It's as simple as that. It ain't all these damn stipulations and regulations about what gives him the right to tell you what to fucking do. Excuse my language. Because 9 times out of 10, even when the men have them stipulations, you still don't obey. You say, "Oh, you got to put a ring on this. You're not my real man. You can't tell me nothing. You ain't First of all, if he got a ring on you, you be doing the same damn nonsense. Then they say, "Oh, you ain't my daddy." You don't listen to your father either. So that's all BS excuses. Black man, if that woman don't go the way you want her to go and she sleep with another man, that's your grounds that you have to leave her. You must leave her. That is a divorce right there. It ain't no forgiveness of that. You have to leave her. She is that man's woman now. You understand? You're going to destroy yourself and everything behind that. And you're going to destroy her. Because she's going to keep that love triangle going because you ain't setting the rules right. And you allowing it. And then what's going to happen? That brother she cheated with, he going to be mad at you. He'll put a bullet in your damn head. To avoid all that love triangle mess, follow the laws of the Most High. If a woman cheat on you with another man, that's not your woman no more. That's his woman because she slept with him. You understand? She made her election sure when she slept with him. Now, if she's just going around sleeping with anybody and she acts like that's not a real commitment, you got a whore. And you should be thanking the Most High that you rid of her. And you got grounds to be rid of her. Give me Genesis 24:67 one more time.
Genesis 24:6.
24:67, same scripture.
Okay, 24:67. Genesis chapter 24, verse 67. And Isaac brought her unto his mother Sarah's tent, and took Rebekah, and she became his wife.
He took her to the tent, she became his wife. Done deal. Sex is marriage. Prove it wrong. Prove a scripture where it say you got to walk down the aisle and read some fake vows that ain't in the Bible. Right. Prove that. Prove that a man has to do that in order for a woman to be his.
Right.
Go ahead, Warrior.
And it wasn't no courtroom inside there either.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't no white judge sitting inside Sarah's tent, with paperwork saying you're now married. You're legally married. Mm-hmm. And Zale's jewelry wasn't there either.
Right. Jared's and stuff and this and that and the diamond industry. They wasn't there. All right, give me Tobit 6 and 13. The Apocrypha. You need the Apocrypha? Oh, you got it. That's on Christ. Tobit 6 and 13. Because we're going to teach you the truth, young black man. We're going to show you what it's supposed to be. You understand? Who that? Oh. It's a random person? You can take it. See if somebody needs something to get in the class.
Shalom.
So yeah, if you got any questions, go ahead and type them in. Got any questions or comments? Go ahead and type them in. That's where we see them at. What tribe am I from? from the Bahamas. All right, no sweat. If you in the Bahamas, you're from the tribe of Benjamin. Tribe of Benjamin. All right. Majority of Bahamas is Benjamin. All right. Go ahead.
You said Tobit
6 and 13.
6 and 13? Okay. Tobit, chapter 6 and verse 13.
Go ahead.
Then the young man answered the angel, I have heard, brother Azarias, that this maid has been given to 7 men who all died in the marriage chamber.
Where did they die at?
The marriage chamber.
In the where?
The marriage chamber.
Now, answer me this, Christians. What is the marriage chamber? I hear you talking about everything else. I don't hear you talking about a marriage chamber. I hear you talking about the honeymoon and all that, but what's the marriage chamber? Why is it called the marriage chamber? Because that's where the marriage happens at. It's called the marriage chamber. You go in the chamber, you go in there unmarried, you leave that chamber married. How so? By having intercourse, lying with that woman. Sex has always been marriage in the Bible. That's why sisters get so many demons on them, because they sleeping with 10 different guys. All right. She's sleeping with all different kind of guys. Okay. Give me Psalms 19 and 5.
Psalms chapter 19 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
Which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber.
Which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber. Go ahead.
And rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race.
That's all chapter 19, verse 5. Read it one more time.
Which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber and rejoices.
A bridegroom coming out of the chamber. It's the same thing we read in the other scripture, the marriage chamber. That's that bed, that bedroom that you sleep on, that you solidify that marriage with, that woman with. Okay? That's what's going on. Hold on one sec. Give me 1 Maccabees 1 and 27.
First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 27. Every bridegroom took up lamentation, and she that sat in the marriage chamber was in heaviness.
She that sat in the where?
In the marriage chamber.
Now this is going into the time when we was being destroyed. The marriage chamber, she was in heaviness. It's just showing you our culture of having a marriage chamber throughout the scriptures. We just went through Genesis 4,000 years ago. Went to Tobit and then Maccabees. So we talking many years when we had the same thing, the marriage chamber. Make sure you bring that woman into the marriage chamber. That's where the magic happens. All right, not in no damn Christian church. The magic don't happen in there. Okay. Give me Matthew 25 and 1.
Okay.
All right, now we're gonna get into it's also you got the marriage chamber, but you also can have multiple wives in that marriage chamber. Not at once, though. You cannot sleep with more than you cannot have if you got, let's say you got 2 wives, you can't sleep with both of them at the same time. If you sleep with one, the other one has to be nowhere near the first, where y'all is at. Can't be in the same room with y'all or none of that. You know what I mean? It's not even advisable for them for all that mess to be in the same house. You know what I mean? Not mess, but all that to be in the same house, because it'll become a mess if you're doing it like that. You know what I mean? It's not that decent and proper. Okay, there's better ways to do it. Where are we at? What you got?
Matthew chapter 25, verse 1.
Go ahead.
Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened to 10 virgins.
The kingdom of heaven shall be like unto 10 virgins. Go ahead.
Which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom.
10 virgins went to go meet this one brother, this one bridegroom. That's what the kingdom of heaven is like. All right. I know brothers have a lot of issues with multiple wives and this and that. Look, you don't have to have more than one wife. You could just have one. You understand? You and your wife could just be y'all two. That's it. That's fine. But as far as what's right and wrong, it is not wrong for a brother to have 5 wives. Okay, that is lawful, especially you sisters. Y'all the main what's the word? Agitators against it or whatever.
Adversaries.
Yeah, y'all the main adversaries against multiple wives. You know what I mean? In the fact that that's righteous under the Most High. That's not wicked. Okay, give me Genesis 16:3.
Okay. Genesis chapter 16 and verse 3. And Sarai, Abraham's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife.
Right. Situation, Abraham had multiple wives, but the Most High still called him his friend. Most High still said he was righteous and said he'll build a nation through him. Did the Most High say that to you? I know you're not claiming you are greater than our father Abraham. So who the hell are you to try to speak up against it? When Abraham did it and the Most High called him his friend. So who the F are you? Excuse my language. You're nowhere near Abraham's pedigree. You're nowhere near Abraham's stature and status. So how is he can do it, but it's wrong for everybody else to do it? That's your problem. You going about things and you ain't proving it. Not using scriptures. You just using what your mama told you and what you was taught in America, but America has taught you nothing but lies. Christian church have taught you nothing but sprinkled lies. And now that's all you know is lies. And then you try to enforce those lies. Hell no, you wrong. You understand? The Most High is just as righteous for a man to have 5 wives as 1 or 2 or 3. Okay? Let's get Exodus 21:10. We're going to go through the scriptures. Like I said, if anybody have any questions or comments, go ahead and write them in. And because we're going to end the class a little early today too, about 15 minutes early, so we can we got a lot of things going on in Israel, you know what I mean? So we're going to handle a lot of stuff. So just make sure you got your questions and comments.
Exodus chapter 21 verse 10.
Go ahead.
If he take him another wife.
If he do what?
If he take him another wife.
A what?
If he take him another wife.
A what?
Another wife.
A what?
Another wife.
A what?
Another wife.
Another wife. All right. If he take him another wife, go ahead.
Her food, her raiment,
all right,
and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
Why is there laws about having multiple wives if it's wrong? You understand? That's what you don't understand. That's what you gotta know. That's what you gotta put 2 and 2 together.
Right.
You gotta put 2 and 2 together. All right.
Right. Will, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just like, there's, like you said, there's laws, concerning if a man have 2 wives, how to handle the situation or whatever. But there's no law saying if a man, get with another man, then he must do this. You know what I'm saying? Or if a man eats pork, then he must do this. You know what I'm saying? There's no law concerning that.
All right.
So which shows that that it's lawful for a man to have more than 1 wife. This is not no abomination, and the Lord ain't never put nobody to death or any of that for having another wife.
Right. Damn right. Go ahead. Let me get But this is the thing when it comes to multiple wives, a lot of people try to flip this and say, oh, you gotta be able to afford them. You gotta have all this money to pay all this and pay for all that. Hell no, women pay and build up stuff. They supposed to build up the house as well.
Right.
It ain't all just a man just bring $10 million and then he can just have 50 wives. Because right. Even rich ball players, if they went around doing that, y'all gonna be criminalizing them too. So y'all just need to shut the hell up.
Right.
You know what I mean? You just need to shut the hell up with your complaining, with your whining, what you're trying to say is wrong and right and this and that. You know what I mean? Because all you're doing is just showing that, okay, you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Right.
You're just showing that you don't have no real basis for your argument. All you have is your mama told you. I don't know. You like the boy from the dude from that show where he was playing football. Mama said that this. Your mama said and this and that. Right. That's all your basis is. Your basis ain't the scriptures. So I know you're not trying to say it's because the Bible is against it.
Right.
Because the brothers in the Bible did it. They had multiple wives.
Right.
All right. And they knew sex was marriage. You have something you want to drop?
And also, they, obviously what they're saying is when they say, well, you got to have so much wealth if you're going to have another wife. You got to have multiple wives. But in the same time, they teach having the multiple wives is sin. So what they're actually doing is saying you can buy your way out of sin. And that's why, a lot of these fake Israelite groups, if the man got a bunch of money to give to them, then, they'll brush it under the rug and he got 2 wives, even though they believe it is sin. That's what they're saying.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So they pretty much saying you can buy your way out of sin, that's the same thing the Christian church teaches. That's why people can molest little children in the Christian church, but he's got a good job and he puts fat money into the tithe, into the collection plate. So what does everybody do? They sweep it under the rug. They don't care that he's sleeping with another man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't care that he's sleeping with another man, that he's sleeping with little boys, that he's sleeping with little girls. He puts money into the collection plate, so they sweep it up under the rug. So that's pretty much what they're saying. Which shows that they don't have the truth. Okay?
Right. All right, let's get